Hello all, today's topic is carbohydrate. So carbohydrates are biochemical biomolecules, or it is micronutrients, and there are one of the three main ways by which our body obtains this energy through this carbohydrate. So they are called carbohydrate as they comprises of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen at their chemical levels. And carbohydrates are essential nutrients that includes sugar, fiber, starches, etc., and they found in mostly vegetables, fruits, grains and milk and other dairy product as well. So they are the basic food groups that play important role in a healthy life. So the food containing carbohydrate are converted into glucose and blood sugar during the process of digestion by digestive system. So our body utilize this carbohydrate converted from glucose and converted it into the glucose and other blood sugar during the digestive system process, and they consume. So our body utilize this sugar as a source of energy for the cell and organ and the tissue, and then and the other extra amount of carbohydrate or energy is stored or sugar is stored in our muscles and liver, and whenever we require they release that sugar. So the term carbohydrate derived from a French term hydrate the carbon, which means the hydrate of carbon. So general formula of this class of organic compound is Cn in bracket water is to N. So most of the time hydrogen and oxygen are present in the carbohydrate in the ratio of 2:1. So carbohydrates are classified in different types. So its classification is mainly depend upon its chemical structure and also the degree of polymerization. So carbohydrate are divided into, the very first is simple carbohydrate. It consists of monosaccharide, disaccharide and oligosaccharide. So simple carbohydrate have one or two sugar in their molecule. In simple carbohydrate, molecules are digested and converted into the and converted quickly into the blood sugar level as rises. So they are abundantly found in milk, and then the product of the milks and beer, fruits and candies, etc. So these carbohydrates are also called as empty calories, as they does not possess any fiber, vitamins or minerals. So plants are the producer of this carbohydrate. So they synthesize glucose using raw material like carbon dioxide, water in the presence of sunlight, which the process is called as photosynthesis. So the energy is synthesized by this plant, and animals depend upon the plants for this carbohydrate. So what is monosaccharide? Monosaccharide is in carbohydrate monomer, or monosaccharide is a glucose. So the example of monosaccharide include mannose, galactose, etc. So monosaccharide, then monosaccharide is further divided into so many types like triose. It means they have 3 carbon atoms, then tetrose that have 4, then pentose, hexose, heptose and so on. So then comes the disaccharide are when two monosaccharide combines together they form a disaccharide. An example of it is sucrose or lactose. Then comes an oligosaccharide when 2 to 9 monomers combines together, then they form an oligosaccharide. So triose, pentose, etc. are the example of this oligosaccharide. Then comes the complex carbohydrate, which are called as polysaccharide. So complex carbohydrate have 2 or more sugar molecules, hence they are referred as a starchy food. So the complex carbohydrate are digested and converted in slowly into our blood sugar. So as compared to simple carbohydrate, complex carbohydrate are hard to digest. So they are abundantly found in lentils, beans and potatoes, etc. So polysaccharides are complex carbohydrate, and they are formed by polymerization of a large number of monomers. So example of polysaccharide includes starch and cellulose, etc. So polysaccharide. Then now we will discuss about the function of this carbohydrate, as carbohydrate is very essential for our body. So the main function of carbohydrate is to provide energy and the food to the body and also in a nervous system. So carbohydrate are known as one of the basic component of food that includes sugar, fiber, and it is present abundantly in grain, fruits, etc. These carbohydrates are also known as starch. So simple sugar, complex carbohydrate, and so on. And they help in fat metabolism as well, and also it prevent ketosis. So the enzyme by name analyze, it assisted in the breakdown of the starch into glucose, and they finally produce energy to metabolism. So the source of carbohydrates are simple sugar that found in the form of fructose in many fruits, and also lactose that is abundantly found in the milk and dairy product. And then comes a galactose that is also present in the dairy product. Then comes the maltose that is present in potatoes or processed cheese. Then comes the sucrose that is present in vitamins and minerals in the form of sugar and honey. So this simple sugar that consists of minerals, vitamins are exist commonly in milk, fruits, and vegetables. So these three are main important source of carbohydrate. So carbohydrate foods, eating too much sugar is abnormal, and it increases the calories. That will definitely lead to the obesity or diabetes and many other uh, body problems. So low calories lead to malnutrition as well. So well balanced diet is really important to maintain the healthy life. So reasons for balanced diet is stressed more because of this carbohydrate. So the good carbohydrates are the one that are high in nutrients, and they have moderate calories, they have low sodium and saturated fats in it, they have low trans fat and cholesterol. So it includes the complex carbohydrate. So the good carbohydrate is complex one. So legumes, vegetables, whole grain, fruits, beans are good type of carbohydrate. Then comes the bad carbohydrate. Bad carbohydrate, they have no low nutrients, calories are too much in it, they have high sodium and saturated fat concentration, trans fat and cholesterol is also high. So the one that consists of consists or called as a bad carbohydrate are flour, that is wheat flour mostly, then rice, pastries, processed food, etc. So example of carbohydrate are glucose, maltose, fructose, lactose, cellulose, etc. Thank you. This is all about carbohydrate.